Here's the truth. I am not exactly the most organized person. Yep, I pretty much just move things around until there is no more space to move them. But now it's come to it. I have to clean the studio. Can I do it without losing my mind? Sure, I can. With a little coffee, of course. This is the current state of my studio. A result of weeks of market prep, custom jewelry orders, and me running around like a headless chicken on caffeine, which, let's be honest, is pretty much my default mode. But now I have to face the mess. So the first step is to take down the dried out Christmas decor. And while I'm at it, I've decided to declutter some of the dried plants that I've been hoarding for product photos. Some of them are staying, but honestly, some are so fragile that they practically disintegrate if I so much as look at them. So yeah, it's time to let some of that go. Baby steps, right? Ignoring dust is definitely one of my strong suits. What can I say? It's a skill. But even this cabinet needs a little TLC. While we're at it, let me tell you, I have this habit of constantly moving things around in my spaces. Because I just get bored really easily. So rearranging feels like a reset button for my creativity. It's like my own little version of Feng Shui, except it's usually me just shuffling chaos around. But you know, we have to keep things interesting. So I am turning my market display into some much needed shelf space. I absolutely love this display. And one of the reasons is that it looks great when it's assembled at markets, and I also get to repurpose it as shelves in between markets and use it for all my objects, books, and plants that I can barely keep alive. You know, the usual. Let's talk a little bit about the biggest struggle here, and that is the mess on my central table. I've always dreamed of having a big table right in the center of my studio, but it was one of those things that was never realistic because, well, space, it just wasn't there. But now I do have the space, and don't get me wrong, I took a lot of work to get here. This table, it's where the magic happens. It is my creative hub, where I lay everything out to get my flow going. But it's also become the designated accumulator of all of my chaos, as you can see. Next up, we are heading back to the packing station cabinet, which, I've got to say, is my pride and joy. I built it with my own 2 hands, and with the help of 2 hands my fiance kindly supplied. The pattern on the door? Yep, that's made from individual wooden slats that I personally glued on one by one to the baseboards. Now, I am no carpenter, so this cabinet may or may not have a few hidden quirks, but honestly, I'm still really proud of it. Every little imperfection just adds to the charm, right? Starting the second day of cleaning with coffee. I know, shocking, right? But hey, nothing beats a hot cup of coffee and a little ambience to set the mood. Candles are lit, incense is burning, and I'm just here soaking in the quiet energy. I'm also feeling a bit extra today, so I had to give a moment to my thrifted dress. And of course, I'm wearing my Naiad necklace from the Wild Waters collection, available on my website, she said humbly. So what's on the menu today? The Great Drawer Detox. These drawers hold everything from finished jewelry pieces, tiny tools, jewelry making supplies, wax carving supplies, sanding paper, you name it. And let's just say a detox was long overdue. Once everything is cleaned up, I sit down to write out my to-do list, jot down any ideas, and mark important dates. I put it up on the wall in front of my workbench. It's like creating a little roadmap for the days ahead. I do have to remind myself that it's okay for things to get messy, as long as we take a moment to breathe, reset, and move forward. Life and work are both a little chaotic sometimes, but that's the beauty of it. This space, this process, is all about being present and embracing the flow of things. Nothing has to be perfect, you know, so here's to finding joy in the mess and peace in the process. Remember, it's not about the destination, it's about the moments we make along the way. Take it easy and keep creating what makes you feel alive. See you soon, friends.